So we've got a bunch of boxes with a bunch of different stuff in them. If we wanted all of this to be on these images to be on this red on a red background, what we can do is we can extend this so that it fills the whole page like this. And let's just drag it out like that, so that it's filling that whole page. Okay. That box is sitting behind everything because it was the first box that I put on the page. If we just go and have a look at layers here, you can see that I've got this layer, and if you are used to Photoshop, you probably think, oh, right, that's kind of familiar. If we click on that, there's a bunch of other layers, sub-layers, so I can go in here and I can switch off all of these things, and it works in the same way that Photoshop does. So if I pull that up to the top, everything's going to disappear. Put it part way down, part of the collection disappears. And if I pull it right down to the bottom again, then it's underneath everything. Okay. Right, let's make another box and put some text into it. So I'm just going to use the rectangle frame tool again, and I'm just going to click and drag out box. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use this rectangle tool, and I'm going to click and drag out another box. So this one's slightly different. It doesn't have the cross in the middle of it. And what it does have is a stroke. Yeah, you can see that there's a stroke around the edge of it, and you can see over here that it's got this stroke. You can't click inside it and move it around like that. Yeah, oops, I've picked up the wrong thing because it's not the same sort of box as what I'm used to. But I can move it around if I click on the actual line that makes up the edge. Okay. These boxes are just waiting for content. What we've done putting these photographs in them is just tell them that they're picture boxes. And if we want to put text into them, then we just tell them that they're text boxes. Okay. So I'm just going to go over to the type tool and select it, and then if I just click, you can see over here that the cursor's turned into the type tool. It's ready for me to click, and now I've got a little blinking cursor over here. If I go into this box, I can do the same as well. So this is a text box, and I can put some text in there. Okay. What's quite handy is that you can just fill up boxes with dummy type. So if I just control click, and it moves around inside these boxes sometimes. So fill with placeholder text, it'll just fill it up with lorem ipsum. Same here. Okay, so I've got two boxes with some type in them, separate. Okay. If I want to do anything with that text, then I will need to select it and then have a look at the type options, which are up here, or I can go up here into this window and get the character box to come out, and I can change the typeface. There's all sorts on here. Change that to Helvetica, and then I can play about with the letter spacing and the size of it, but we'll go back to that. Okay, we'll just put that there. Oh, if you wanted to change the colour of it, that's another thing. So let's just select that text, and it's in here. So just clicking on the T, and let's go and pick a green. Okay, so that's all selected. If you double click in the type box on a word, it'll select it. If you triple click, it'll select the line, and if you click 4 times, sorry, it'll select the whole paragraph. Okay. What this has also done, because I changed the typeface, you can see down here, really small at the bottom, that I've got this little square with a cross in it, and that means that I've overfilled this box because I changed the type, and it's got too much in it now. So if I change the size of it a little bit, there we go. So that's something that you have to address as you're going through your projects. Make sure that you don't lose bits of words if you need words. See, it's disappeared again and that little icon's appeared there. Okay.